Really quick, before we start this video, can I just be open about one of my least favorite parts of making YouTube videos? I always feel like the intro is like a really odd thing because in a normal dialogue with someone and like in a social situation, whether it be a friend or an acquaintance or a stranger, someone you're just meeting, when you first say something, someone says something back and it can set the tone for the entire experience, how things are going to go. And like when you start a YouTube video, you just start talking. So I've always thought intros were really awkward. And maybe now that I've said that, they'll be less awkward. I wonder if other YouTubers think that. Now that I just wasted a great deal of our time, I think we know what kind of video this is going to be. The title says I'm limping into 2016, and I really am. Right off the bat, you can hear I don't sound so good. I'm sick, and I've been sick for a week. Let me explain the title, why I feel like I'm limping into 2016. December was supposed to be this like great month, and I had really high hopes that the holiday season was gonna go really smooth. Making plans is cute, but you have no idea how things are gonna go when you get there. I mean, and moods can change really drastically, and mine did. And so I was like a week away from finishing my first term back at Portland State University because I just went back to college this last term. And I started to feel really depressed, and I made a video about that. I felt it start to change. I'm like, no, like this is not the right time. I did finish my term though. I finished my finals. I got 2 A's in my 2 classes that I took this last term. I felt good about that, but the anxiety, the obsessive thinking, the depression, apathy, it all set in right when I was supposed to be relaxing and enjoying the holidays. And so I sort of had to muscle through this month, and I resorted to some old behaviors like binge eating. So in October when I got married, I weighed 210. I think I weighed like 225. So I was really like anxious to talk about that with you guys too. So I started to feel more depressed. I started eating like crazy to get instant gratification, trying to, you know, eat my way happy, which doesn't work, and I know that. But it's the holidays, I've been indulging. In the midst of all this obsession and anxiety and binge eating and digestive issues now, and I'm sure my body's inflamed, I kind of started working out less. Then I got sick. I have a really bad sore throat right now. I think I got a fever or something like that. I'm like in my undies. I'm sure you really wanted to know that. And it's not hot in here, but I'm just burning up. And my ears ache, my body aches. So my wife and I planned our first trip together since we got married. And I was sick the entire time, you know. And I almost think this all is kind of funny. I don't feel bad for myself. And I certainly am not telling you guys this because I want you to feel bad for me. It's just been that kind of month. I mean, setting up the camera, I cut my finger open. Just trying to move a razor that was in a bag from the trip I just took. Just sliced it right open. I was like, for real? Big no-no is limping into his 2015, and I think that's enough negativity out of me. I hope you know that despite having a few things not going exactly, ouch, not going exactly how I wanted, I've had a good year, and I still feel grateful and I feel blessed right now, despite this really long month, you know, which is always capitalized by poor mental health and mind cycles. If you've had any sort of month like that, leave me a comment below and be like, I feel you, bro. Like the holiday season, something magical about it. But let's quickly recap some of the better moments of my 2015. In 2015, I found a renewed desire to work really hard on my mental health. And I did a 21-day sugar detox last January. It catapulted me into a number of really well-thought efforts to eat to look good and eat to feel good. And so I look back on that, and I think that's a really special thing. Even though I gained some of my weight back this last month, you know, I'm really excited for this next year, and I'm really glad that I had the experience this past year of being really strict with the diet and with a lifestyle change. It was also really awesome to find CrossFit in 2015. Now, I'm certainly not going to sit here and pump that down your throat, but I found a way of training that really makes me happy and that I've really enjoyed, and I've really had fun sharing some of that on this channel, and I think it's going to be really integral part of my 2016. So that was a really big positive. In 2015, I was also fortunate enough to buy a house. I bought my first house, and I'm so grateful for that. I also had a really good year on YouTube. You know, I feel like I connected with more of you guys than ever before, and that's amazing. It's amazing. You know, you guys positively impact my life every day. I get to hear from people all around the world. And you don't know what that means to me. And I could never verbalize my gratitude for your guys being here, and for your time, and for your lives, for sharing some of your thoughts with me, and for letting me share mine. So between my two channels, we're coming up on 100,000 subscribers, and I don't even have words. I also, and most especially for me, I got married in 2015 to my wife, Jessie, the love of my life, who saw me through everything, the good and the bad. Best day of my life was the day I married my wife, on October 5th of this year, 2015. I also went back to school in 2015. I started a film program at Portland State University, and it was great. It was really great. It turns out when you're actually interested in learning, college isn't that hard. So I got 2 A's easy just because I paid attention, I did my homework, and I studied. Go figure. And I stayed sober this year in 2015 because that's the best thing for me. And I think those are some of the highlights of this year, and those are some of the things that make, that comfort me when I have slips in my depression. I just see what good things I'm capable of when I'm sober, when I'm working hard towards my mental health, and when I trust the process. It wasn't without its setbacks. I failed a lot this year, and my mood gave out on me multiple times, and I dealt with stretches of suicidality, and I dealt with that torture. But I know it's going to pass, and I know it's going to be okay. On to 2016, some of the things I've got planned. I will be starting a 21-day sugar detox January 5th, and I'll be doing a pre-detox. I will be doing a pre-detox January 1st to January 5th. So if any of you guys, like me, just went absolutely nuts during the holidays and gained a bunch of unwanted weight and sort of got off that path of eating to look good, eating to feel good, eating to feel good, eating to feel good, if you caved like I caved and fell back on your old ways, this is a good chance for us to do it together. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but I probably will be reintroducing the Sunday series, and we're going to just get that going again because I want to make another hard push down to the body weight of 200, but more importantly, a big push for my mental health thing. I also will be going back to school. I'm doing my second term back, and I got into a narrative film production class, and I'm really excited about that. I've always been very intimidated by narrative filmmaking. I've taught myself everything I know here on YouTube for what I am able to do, but I think it's going to take this channel and my other channel to a whole new level. So cross your fingers for me. I'm a little nervous, but I'm really excited. Hopefully my mood does well for me, but I'll push through and I'll make the best of it if it doesn't. Oh, and as far as my testosterone replacement therapy crew for plans for 2016, it appears I will be starting HCG for sure. How fast I will be swapping over, I don't know, but it looks like we are going to switch from testosterone cypionate to HCG. That's sort of a bomb to drop on you guys at the end of a video if you're still here, but I'll make another video about that in general. So I'm really excited to shed off the weight, start fresh, and just take it one day at a time and just really dedicate myself to my core goals between school, fitness, and my diet, and my mental health again, And I kept the Christmas tree up for you guys, just for this video. Yay. And I just wish you guys the absolute very best. And I hope you guys reach out to me and leave me comments. Let me know what were some of the highs and lows of your year. What are some of your plans for 2016? I'd love to hear about them. And I should probably go wash my finger, which is just bleeding through these tissues. My name is Noah. It's been another good year on YouTube. And unless I feel suddenly really inspired, which I doubt, we'll see you guys in 2016. Take care of yourselves. Still got it though. What am I doing right now? This is awkward for you guys. I'm obsessed with muscles. Okay.